Welcome to the bbfnz update newsletter for March. Those that attended Auckland's NZMTA seminar last week would already have seen this, but for those that haven't, we thought we'd find a slightly different way of keeping up to date with what the Federation is working on. As always, thank you for your support. The first announcement that I'm pleased to make is that the Federation's board have decided to accept previous registration with the Masonry Trade Registration Board as confirmation of competency for the technical skills strand of Master Mason. This will mean that there will be no registration costs for Masons who've already been through that process. For those that missed out, we'll be working with our assessor network to identify low-cost assessment options. We will be marketing Master Mason as being more comprehensive than licensing, i.e. we've actually had a look at the work rather than asking guys to simply write about it, and the recommendations for licensing come from brick and block layers that know what they're looking at, rather than references from plumbers, electricians or anybody else that happen to be hanging around on site. As a reminder, there will be 5 strands to our Master Mason: trade skills, regulatory knowledge, business skills, health and safety systems, and training systems. The plan this year is to make a lot of noise about our industry. If we're trying to recruit new blood into the industry, companies into NZMTA, and target group home builders as a channel for both of these, and hopefully to get them to the Federation at some stage, then we need to make sure everyone knows that our industry exists and that it's a valid trade for a career path. A lot of our campaigning will be on Facebook. That's mostly because it's one of the quickest growing marketing platforms. Our youth are using it, and our dinosaurs are starting to use it as well. We have identified that we can specifically target groups of people based on their age, gender, location, occupation and interests. Where we really need your help is by providing us with good quality photos of work that you're really proud of, so we don't have to keep using clipboard or buying stock photos. One of the first campaigns of 2018 I'm pleased to announce is the Jan Buckland Scholarships for Brick and Block Laying Women Apprentices. We have 3 this year worth around $1,500 each. The intention of these scholarships is to show that we have an open door for letting women into the trade. The first scholarship opens on 8th of March to coincide with International Women's Day, so keep an eye on your email, and if you are looking at taking a woman on board as an apprentice this year, remember these scholarships may be available to you. This year, the Silver Trail competition will be opened at the end of March. Apprentices will have 10 weeks to put together a portfolio for it. This will also be the first year that every applicant should have gone through an off-site training course, so we'll also be finally including this in the marking. We are very grateful for Firth's continued support with this award. If Christy tries selling your raffle ticket, please make sure you buy dozens. We're going to be joining BCITO at their stand at this year's Build NZ Expo in July. BCITO are going to be busing college kids to the event to give them a bit of a picture of how big the construction industry is, and we will have representatives at the stand promoting brick and block laying as a career. We've also gotten a bit gimmicky with our stand giveaways, interlockable and apparently tasty Lego lollies. We will also be providing these to members that attend in-school practical demonstrations. One of the awesome tools we've discovered in Facebook is the ability to place and manage job adverts. So to try and encourage more employment, we are about to offer assistance in advertising and recruiting vacancies. Flick us an email at info@bbfnz.co.nz if we can help you. On an NZMTA update, we currently have 164 paid members. Our target by the end of this year is to get this number to at least 200. There are no plans to change the membership fee in the foreseeable future. If we can't get the funds in by having new members, we will have to instead look at smarter ways to deliver our services for less. One of our campaigns will involve telling group home builders about all of the good work that the Federation have been doing for the industry, and asking for their help by getting them to insist that their subcontractors are NZMTA members. One of the channels we will use for group home builders is the Building Today magazine. We are planning on targeting the May edition. This magazine is sent to Master Builder members, because it's their magazine, as well as designers, architects and building surveyors. This year's conference is on the 14th of September in Christchurch. Before setting up registrations, we are just trying to get a number of trade stands together to help keep costs low. This year, we've decided not to invite MB, WorkSafe and everybody else to speak, but instead we're keen to open our conference up to the wider industry, like our group home builders and designers, and showcase our building systems, products and people. I do have 2 20-minute presentation slots available if you have a great project you'd like to share at conference, in exchange for assistance with travel costs. We're not just targeting group home builders this year. We're also keen to continue to develop a relationship with our specifiers. We're going to be hosting a stand at this year's ADNZ conference and will again be telling them about our fabulous building systems. But I'm also keen to talk to them about safety through design. So trying to help them understand that if they can design to brick modules and not rely on cults, we will be a healthier and more productive industry. We will also hit the Define magazine this year, which is available for sale in all good bookstores. One of the biggest focus for NZMTA has been the development of compliance resources. I'm just finishing off some quality assurance checklists for both brick and block work, and we will start getting our health and safety package together. We currently have terms of trade, contracts for working for homeowners, payment claim forms, variation submittals, record of work templates, and a very comprehensive employment package. Just a reminder that you can access all of these resources via the NZMTA website. I do ask for a bit of patience with the site. I'm still learning the software for making changes to it. If you need anything, you can also always ask Tristan by emailing him on info@bbfnz.co.nz. Thank you very much for listening, and most importantly, thank you for being a member of the New Zealand Masonry Trade Association.